Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and as we are going into the month of June tomorrow already, one of the interesting aspects of looking at the future of Windows 10 is looking at the big changes coming up later this year. And a lot of voices are actually starting to get heard that, telling Microsoft maybe it's time for a new direction. Maybe it's time for if you have to make big changes, how about making them in a different way? I mean, Windows 10 in a little more than a month, almost 2 months, but month and a half or even a little more. It's end of July. Is going to celebrate 6 years. 6 years. It's incredible because when you think about it, I still remember posting the video of when it was to arrive here on the channel 6 years ago. And it has changed over the 6 years. If you look at the original Windows 10 in 2015 from what we have now, there's been some changes and a lot of changes too. Now, what's coming up, and in the past year and a half, not a lot of changes have happened. It's been pretty quiet. And now we are at a point where the next version of Windows 10 with the Sun Valley update, where there's going to be a major change of direction, of feel, of look, of how things work. And some, of course, are saying, because, we know it's still Windows 10, but some are saying, well, maybe it should be called Windows 11 or Windows 10.1, or, there's a lot of voices that want something to kind of differentiate what's going to happen next. It is also interesting because a lot of people have noted that they've been talking about the next generation of Windows, but they've not caught or talked about the next generation of Windows 10. The only thing they say is the next generation of Windows, which is interesting. We know that there are several within Microsoft that have said, oh yeah, the changes coming are really big. We've seen here some of the changes that we've shown through time. I mean, now we are at 21H1. We've been a year and a half with pretty much no changes in general. But now that we are going to be having changes, there are a few things that some people have been asking. First of all, one of them is, why do we have to continue the same way of updating? Why don't we have different things happen? One of them, the Windows Experience Pack, the feature experience packs. This is something new that arrived into Windows in the last year, and this promises that there's a lot of changes that can be done within Windows without actually having a new version of Windows. So this is promising because that means they could make changes within the operating system, not even pushing a cumulative update. It's just going to go through the feature experience pack, and there could be changes going through there. And that's the promise of the Windows feature experience pack, is to have updates without the annoyance of having those big cumulative updates or feature updates. The fact that we have that, why not also tell us, look, you don't have to have big updates all the time in Windows, because with all of this, it makes it easier to just move forward into something new. We know a lot of the UI, the user interface is going to change, and things are going to be different. That is interesting to see, because what's going to happen there is that maybe it's time for different levels of changes, meaning also a lot of people are saying, how about we have, and once again, the feature experience pack possibly gives that possibility. If you want to move on to that new interface, you just say yes, and you're there. If you are annoyed by it and don't want it, you just could say no, and you're still with the regular interface that we see right here. That would be a nice way to do it also, because not everybody wants to have major changes and new things all the time. Tech enthusiasts like to have all the new, bells and whistles and all the new stuff. But regular users, the majority of them, they just want to have Windows 10 that works and does whatever they want to do. So by giving an option of, do you want a new interface or not, that could be another interesting way of changing Windows. And one of the things that has been mentioned that a lot of people been saying, you know what, how about we divide or change, finally change and have two branches. One is Windows Enterprise, one is Windows Consumer, and each have their own thing, rather than having similar Windows for everybody with just a few versions but minor changes. But everybody's always getting the same thing, whether you're an enterprise or you're a consumer. Because it's obvious that enterprise and consumers don't want to have the same thing. Enterprise particularly doesn't want to have a million new versions every 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, because they have IT departments that go crazy to have to adapt and make sure that everything works every time something new happens. So it's part of the way that things happen here. And we know that we have to adapt all of that, and we have to make sure that this is something that, that could be interesting to have an official consumer version of Windows 10. Not something that is a consumer version, but in reality very similar to all the other versions. It's a turning point, I think, for Microsoft here, and I think they have a chance to not only reinvent Windows, but they have a chance to really go forward with some major changes that could make Windows more appealing, especially now that there's so many people on Windows. There's 1.3 billion machines are running Windows 10. And of course, in there, the majority are enterprise, as Windows is a majority enterprise operating system. But it is interesting to see that there is a possibility of changes, of new directions. I think it'd be really cool to have Microsoft go ahead and, forward into a new direction and whatnot, even though they did say Windows 10 was going to be the last version of Windows. Remember one thing, Microsoft changes its mind regularly. Who knows what could happen in the future. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.